Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? Hey, yo, man, I just knocked the video out. I ain't really had nothing to talk about, and nothing that I wanted to talk about, in the past few weeks. I don't know, man. It's been real slow. It's been real slow, but shit is picking back up, man. So peep game, man. And I gotta start covering more women. I gotta start covering more females fighting, man. I really want to get more acquainted with the ladies, man. I really want to get more acquainted with the ladies and the female fighters, man, because they just, you gotta salute them. And I think every bit of exposure that they get is only gonna put, rocket propel them into, where they deserve to be. The goal is to get them to where where the women sit in MMA. That's the goal for women's boxing, man. But peep game, I want to talk about something. That's Matchroom just signed Ben Whitaker, man. I think that's a dope matchup. Not matchup, but I think that's a dope signing. And I see in the near future, I don't know why this shit just hit me, but in the near future, I see them matching him up with someone like a Khalil Cole. I think Khalil Cole is I think Khalil Cole is definitely past where Ben Whitaker is at in the now. But I don't know why. I just see that. I see a potential matchup with that, man. And if I'm being all the way real, they need to go on ahead and sign Najee Lopez as well. They need to go on ahead and do that shit, Brody. They need to go on ahead and do that shit. Khalil Cole and Najee Lopez, you got 3 potential top dogs in the division right there. Najee Lopez is on box. I was about to say box rep. Pro box. He's got busy on pro box. I don't know why y'all not looking to sign this dude, man. Make that happen. I don't know why y'all not making that happen. Make that happen. I think Najee Lopez is going to be a factor in the division, man. I like what I saw in his last fight. And I definitely like what I think Khalil Cole is, I think, the most dangerous of all 3 of them. I think Khalil Cole is dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous, man. I really was impressed with what I saw from him in his last outing against Gallegos. I was like, God damn, man, that was a revenge. So that was get back. He stopped you, now you stop him. Ooh, that was get back, man. So I see that. I think that needs to be the trajectory that we have Ben Whitaker on, or that Eddie has Ben Whitaker on. That needs to be the next dude that you're looking to get on his level, and I'm talking soon. You dig? Ben Whitaker has been a dude, like the showboating and everything. All that shit is cool when you win in the fight, man. That was my biggest thing with Boots. Like, all right, bro, like you showboating. You can showboat when the caliber of opposition, when you're dominating higher quality opposition, man. You don't get to, you're still a prospect. You're at the prospect stage still. You're doing a little too much showboat. Now, granted, your reflexes are quicker than, it's faster than theirs are. Your ability to process their information is a little bit faster. Your ability to process information is a little bit faster and higher than theirs is. Cool. But when it gets to a point where people are complaining that you showboating a little too much, that creates bad habits. And then look at what happened with Liam Cameron. Nobody believes you was injured. People felt that you was embarrassed. And so you looked for the first way out of that shit, and you found it. You came back, you avenged it. All right, cool, bet that. Salute. But can we get a more serious, approach? Like, can you be a little bit more methodical as opposed to being showboating and all that shit, man? I don't know. I think Ben Whitaker is nice. I think he displays good instincts, good defensive capabilities and counterpunching and all that. I think the kid is talented, man, and I think it's a good look for Matchroom, man. For as far as light heavyweights, they still got B-Ball. We got Callum Smith. You dig? Now you get Khalil Cole, and now you sign Ben Whitaker. I think that shit is that's a healthy stable right there. That's a strong 4 fighters, man. That's a strong 4 fighters of light heavyweights. I think that shit is shit, bro. I love it. I think y'all should go and look to sign Najee Lopez. and bring some more of that talent back to the States. It shouldn't just be David Benavidez up there representing the Americans, the Americas, North America, Estados Unidos. It shouldn't just be him. It should be a conglomerate, man. And I think y'all should sign Najee Lopez, man, and work them up into prominence, and then that shit right there, you got three. Put your shit. Let's line these three motherfuckers up right here, and see who comes out victorious. But I do think it's a good. I think it's a good signing, man. I think Ben Whitaker has potential. He has potential to be maybe, I don't know about a champion, but he does have he's damn sure he's gonna be a contender. He's gonna be a contender. Let's see where he's at, man. Let's see where he's at. Let's see if I think him and David Morrell have about the same amount of fights. I think David Morrell has 10, 11 fights. Ben Whitaker has 10. Let's look to get them on board with one another, man. Shit, Imam Katayev has 9. Could we get him in there with Imam Katayev? I don't know, gang. Can we do that? I don't know. Let's look to get things moving, Brody. But I like the signing. That's all I had to say about that, man. It's a healthy stable of light heavyweights. I don't even know what we call. I mean, can we say that David Morrell is a matchroom fighter now? I'm not so sure. His last 3 fights have been his last two out of his last 3 fights have been on the Zone. Or so you may as well just bring your ass over to the Zone. Take your ass over there with Queensberry or Matchroom, and you know what to do. But I think I was saying Khalil Cole. I think Khalil Cole is showing more upside in the now than a David Morrell. So I think maybe Ben Whitaker needs to go in the direction of a David Morrell. And I think that would be a real dope gauge for him. It might still be too early. I want to get some, look at some more footage of Ben Whitaker, but nonetheless, it's a good signing. I don't know where to gauge him at, but it is a good signing, and hopefully we can, it turns into, hopefully it turns into something good. At the very least, he'll be, we can, I said y'all can develop him enough to be a litmus test. I don't want him just to be a litmus test. Make the dude a legitimate contender. Make him a legitimate contender, because this division is stacked, bro. Light heavyweight is a stacked division. It's a stacked division. So you got to be at least be able to contend with the likes of a Craig Spider Richardson or something like that, or a Dan Aziz. You can't be falling out of the ring with fucking Liam Cameron. You can't be doing that and thinking that you about to be a champion or some shit like that, man. So good signing. I'm all for it. And he's a notable name. And I mean, just even with him, man, just his videos going viral, or his clips going viral on social media, Instagram and all that shit. People know about him. I have people who done hit me up. Man, he next up. And they don't watch boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't know about all that, bro. We'll see. But, because he's flashy, that's an attraction to people. That's an attraction to people. Man, what happened to Itama's brother? He had a brother who was a light heavyweight. I ain't heard nothing from him in some time. Moses Itama had a brother that was a light heavyweight, and I cannot remember his name. I ain't heard nothing from him, man. I ain't heard nothing from him, so I don't know, man. But nonetheless, good signing by Matchroom, man. I'm anxious to see where Youngin goes from here. He has pizzazz to him, plays to the crowd. That's a good thing, but too much is just going to turn people off, and it's been turning people off. But it has also been attracting people to his fights, because like I just stated, motherfuckers, people who don't even watch boxing hit me up talking about, this dude is next up. So I don't know. Nonetheless, good signing. You right over there where the Riyadh money is at. Stay your ass right there, because that's where all the talent is at the fucking light heavyweight division. And let's look for a big fight here soon, within the next year or so at the very least. And I think the fight you need to be eyeing is someone like a David Morrell. That's just how I feel about it, man. But y'all, it is, I don't know. What the fuck? I could be wrong. So that's all. Hey, man, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 2 and 3 people who follow me, man. I'll tap back in with y'all later. Y'all stay righteous. Deuces.